Good morning. I wanted to come and make a quick video. I recently put out a poll that asked if everyone understood the concepts that I use to trade. And there were a few people who said they did not understand the concept. So I wanted to make a short video to basically explain the concepts, okay? First of all, you have concepts and you have strategies. The concept is the, I want to say the theory, right? The theory that I'm trading. I'm trading based off of a theory. The strategy is, maybe when and how I employ that theory in the market. Okay. So let's go to the charts. Okay. So the concept is it's very simple. It is, we're looking at the higher time frames like the weekly, right? On this weekly, we have a breakout, right? Price at the end of last week was sitting at the top of this green candle. This week, it broke out to the bottom, okay? So if you understand market structure on any level, anytime you have a break, you want to see a retest, and then you want to see price continue to push to the bottom side, or it'll just, the retest will fail and it'll continue pushing up, okay? So the concept that I like to trade is after I see this break, I want to trade the retest. And the thought process behind trading this retest is if I know that price will retest, right? At least pull back 50%, right? Even if it doesn't pull all the way back to the body, it might pull back to this wick, which is probably going to be about 50%. I'm going to take this Fibonacci, I'm going to measure this red candle here. That's 1 week of price action. Once I get my measurement, right, I can put my target line at the 50% mark. Now, most of the time, it's going to pull back more than 50%, I think. I want to say most of the time. A lot of the time, it's going to pull back more than 50%. But for the most part, there's a high likelihood that we're at least going to get a 50% pullback. So if I'm correct with my view here, that's 80 pips, right? So what I'm banking on, what I'm putting my money on is that I can get this 80 pip move. This is the concept, right? ICT calls this concept the power of three. We don't trade it exactly the same, but this is how how I trade. I'm trading it back. That's going to give me my 80 pips. Maybe it goes back to the 78.6, or it doesn't matter. The further it goes up, the more pips that I'm going to get, right? And therefore, it puts me on the right side of the trade. Now, I think that the price should come here and it should reverse at some point in this area and push down. You can trade it both ways if you want to, but if it never breaks and pushes down, then you're already going to win the trade going up. That's the concept. ICT calls it the power of three. You can call it retracement. Whatever you want to call it, that's the concept. And there are several ways that you can get this target point. I use the Fibonacci. I pull the Fibonacci out. I put it on the current or this past week's candle. The retracement says the price should come right there where my red line is. If I drop down to the 4 hour, see how it lines up pretty neatly to this 4 hour order block. So maybe we'll get price to retest this 4 hour order block. If it goes further than that 4 hour order block, there's other order blocks here, like this one here, that has not been tapped into, right? And it's probably, if I pull this Fibonacci back out, it's probably closer to the 78.6, which is ICT's optimal trading interest. So the 78.6 line is up here. I'm just going to move one of these black lines down just for convenience. Drop back down to the 4-hour. And there's the 78.6. So price could very well come, tap into this order block and push down. If it does, if price goes all the way to the 78.6, now our original trade idea is going to give us 133 pips versus those 80 pips. All good. I just need 100 pips. That's what I kind of preach to you guys. I just want 100 pips, and I can generate the profit that I need. I've showed you guys how to utilize the moving averages. Oliver Velez covers moving averages if you want to go to the source. I've showed you guys how to drop down, right? If your setup, which our setup is on the weekly, you drop down 2 time frames, which would be the 4-hour time frame, and you get your entry on the 4-hour, right? Once you get the signal from the 4-hour, which will be a bullish order block on the 4-hour, you can drop down 2 time frames to the 15-minute, and you can get another entry. That's basic. That's the basics on how to trade the concept, right? And you don't over leverage. You just take that position to your take profit. Now, I've designed some strategies, right, around that concept. God's plan is a strategy that you can place around this concept. Prior to God's plan, I showed you how to do exactly what I just told you, how to drop down 2 time frames. People were having problems with it because they get caught up in a hedge and all that other stuff. So the strategy that you designed to go around the concept is something personal, right? It's something that you can do by yourself or for yourself. I'm just giving you an example of what I did and the strategy that I designed around this very concept. So hopefully this short video explained enough for you to understand. Now, what I did not break down in this video is you can go as many time frames up as you want, right? We started the weekly because that's what I like to trade, and basically you're going to get paid that week. You can go higher, you can go lower for a shorter time frame, but you're going to have to find your own strategies to wrap around those concepts. Okay, this concept is based off the weekly chart. You can do it for the daily candle, you can do it on a 4-hour candle, you can do it on a 1-hour candle. The concept is the same, but the time frame is condensed. So you just won't get as big of a move. If you are still struggling, I need you to reach out to me via DM, and we can set something up and we can talk about it and kind of get you pointed in the right direction. You don't have to overcomplicate this. This can be a very simple thing, okay? So I'll just leave it there. And if you guys still need assistance, please let me know.